My name is Sophia. Welcome to my channel. Let me show you how I got these gorgeous fluffy curls just from using deep wave hair. I am so sick of my hair looking like this. I've been wearing a hat for the last couple of days, so it's time to get this stuff back in order. Let's do it. Readjust this bad boy. What a lot of people don't know is that blow drying is a crucial step to your silk press. This sets the foundation for how your hair is going to press out, how smooth it's going to be, and how much more you want to press as you hold tension on the end of the hair. Yeah, that did a little something something. So let's focus on this side now. For those of you who are new to my page, which is probably most of you because this is my first live real video. I'm all about health, wellness, and music. I'm a singer, I'm a mother, I'm a holistic health coach, and I love to share things with people. I get inspired by other people's just seeing like their daily routine, seeing what they do on a day-to-day basis, just inspirational things. I like to stay fit, healthy, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But I sound like this because I'm on vocal rest, even though I'm screaming through the top of my lungs right now. The parts that have a lot of wave, I like to like hold the hair dryer to that hair, to that section, because it irons it out, smooths it out, basically. So I like to hold tension in that area. I think we're pretty much done here. I have no idea what the back looks like. Okay, so the reason I am curling or straightening this hair, I do not like super silky hair, because it's just not my texture. So yeah, that's why I buy deep wave or or natural curly or something like that, and I straighten it out so I get this look. All right, so I need to straighten the top area. By the way, I just moved into this house and it has like so many outlets. That is a plus for me because I'm always plugging something. Damn it. I just been having the most off day. Like, you ever have a day where you wake up and just everything just happens? Like, I was cutting my vegetables to make some green juice. Cut my finger right there. Then cut this finger right after, thinking I was using a better technique with my new knives. Like, and everything keeps falling. It's just one of those days. What's your day like? Who are you? Where are you from? And yeah, let's talk. I am going to put something on that to make it match my skin a little more. So I'm just going to go into here. Careful not to burn my forehead this time. And I'm just going to glide it down to get that puffiness out in this entire area. So now I'm gonna apply this Kenra Silk Press serum. I love it. It's a silkening gloss. It smells really good. It's not too heavy. It almost mimics to me like BioSilk. Remember we used to use BioSilk? That had like tons of alcohol in it, but it smells so good. So I just use this instead because it's been trending on YouTube. So it's like, let me try. By the way, I am a licensed cosmetologist. I've been doing hair for like 25 years now. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna go because I have never in my life done a YouTube video. Oh, and guess what? These ain't on either. I'm almost just about to not do it because I don't feel like it anymore. Because like if this continues, since I have nothing else to do, I'm gonna eat these Aldi fake Cheez-Its. Like, I know I said I'm a holistic health coach. Balance. By the way, I tried to go to Aldi and get some snacks because I was like, we need to eat healthier snacks. I was not looking for cheese crackers. I was looking for those veggie stick things. Those are so good to me. And at Kroger, they were like $6 for like, you know. I said, I'm going to Aldi. I need like a whole pantry of snacks. And I got these and I don't like them. I'm like, no wonder I don't go to Aldi. But I do go to Aldi for a lot of other things. I don't know if y'all know that Aldi is actually the same as Trader Joe's or the same company. Aldi's has a lot of organic food and it's okay to go there for some things. All right, let's try to get back into this. It should be pretty hot. Yeah. And so you're gonna take your comb and glide down with your comb because the comb acts as a detangler at the same time. Then, after the first curl, I mean, this is why I don't do these. Then you're gonna start to curl like so. You move some a little bit closer. And there you go. Now, here's a secret that a lot of people may not know. So if you are curling your hair and you straightened your hair an awful lot, or you did several passes, and then by the time you went to curl it, you were like, why isn't it curling, right? When you put a lot of heat on your hair before you curl it, the hair is already like, it's already pretty done. You know, like you've flattened it out as much as possible. It doesn't want to do anything else but stay straight. So check this out. When I do not do a pass, I want to show you the difference between the two curls. You see how loose this one is? And I'm curling the same exact way. Get out. Look how much tighter. Look at that. Did you know that? So that's a little tip. If you want your curls to be super tight, do not do like 5, 6, 7 passes. That's just gonna ruin it for you. You're not gonna get the curls. Then you're gonna be blaming the hair, and then you're gonna be blaming the stylist or whoever. I want it to be as smooth as possible because it is like that curly, thicker texture. And I don't want any waves. So I have to be very mindful of how I am doing this. So there. I think this is smooth as it's gonna get. This is really bothering me. For the sake of people who are just like passing by and have no idea what's going on, I'm gonna cover that right there. Y'all not about to roast me. And guys, nothing is perfect, you know? I think a lot of people look for perfection in creating these videos. Like, look at that. It's gonna stay there. That little piece right there, it'll be all right. It's gonna blend right in with the rest of them. But, you know, I find that, like, I've wanted to do this for a very, very long time. But my issue was like, it's not gonna be right lighting. It's not gonna be, like, what am I gonna talk about? I don't know. Who knows? I just like to flow and I just, you know, see where it goes. Unless I have a particular topic I wanna speak on, which will obviously come later on, you know, as this channel grows. But, yeah, it's a lot of things. I'm sure we all have crazy stories or amazing, inspiring stories that we can share with each other. And I've grown a whole lot over the course of my life, and I don't know, I guess I'm excited to talk about those things and hope to inspire other people. Like I'm a mother of 3. I have a set of twins. I became a mom at 18. I got pregnant at 17. So I was a teen mother. And I'm sure there's a lot of girls that can relate or be inspired by somebody like me, or can influence somebody like me. I think we're all here to help each other, and to help each other grow and expand and all of that good stuff. Oh, God. This is awkward. Because I usually do this in the mirror, not the phone. It's okay. I'm trying for y'all. So, what are your plans for the holiday season? Do you celebrate Christmas? And if you do, what are you doing? I am going to Philly. I'm driving. Me and a friend of mine, she moved out here from Jersey. I'm in Georgia, by the way. So she and I are going to drive 800 miles to get to Philly. So that's where we're going to spend our holiday. My oldest daughter lives there. So I'm going to spend time with her. And it's just crazy when you're like almost an empty nester. Like, it's insane, because like my twins are about to be 18 in January. My oldest is 23. Like, oh, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I gonna do? I'm single, but you know what? I wouldn't trade becoming a young mom. I wouldn't trade that for anything. It was a lot of pressure, anxiety, shame that I had to endure by being a teenage mother. I was just like getting pregnant at, that age. And I felt like I got to prove to everybody who's telling me I'm not going to make it. I got to prove that I am, right? Because I already knew I was going to be a good mom. I already knew that. I wanted my daughter. But like all the people who shamed or doubted me, and now I'm just looking at some of those people and they're like, I wish I would have had my kids young. Now, don't get me wrong. Y'all gonna think this is crazy, but if I get married, I might have another child. I don't care. But it's not. Hey, girls. My kids just got home. Oh, that's right. So my oldest daughter is so cool. She's a singer too, so she's a vocal coach for one of her teachers now. How cool is that? So yeah. Anyway, I don't knock it, because your life is the way you planned it, the way you want to live it. I'm just grateful that I'm older now and I can do things. But it's also one of those things. It's like, where if I had waited, how would my life turn out? I never know. That's a question that people often ask me, but who's that? How am I supposed to answer that question? I don't know. Because honestly, I felt like I did everything I wanted to do. Like, there's nothing that having children at a young age stopped me from doing. And that's even with me raising my children. I was a hairstylist and I was taking my clients and raising my children. They were there. They were there when I had my salon, so I didn't have to. And as far as music, I began to sing on a band. I always had somebody watch the kids. I only gigged on the weekends, so it's like someone would keep them on Saturday, then I'd be home Sunday. So that's been pretty much my life for the last, I want to say, 8 years since I moved to Atlanta. And it was great. It was great. I worked with a lot of musicians. I was in the industry for a little while. Worked with a lot of the greats, and got a whole lot of experience in that. But yeah, there's nothing that the kids held me back from. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. So that's just another thing I wanted to say. All right. If you guys have any suggestions on lighting or camera equipment, I am literally still using the iPhone 11. I actually do have plans on trading this in soon. But for now, I'm not going to let that stop me from doing anything. We often like overthink things to the point where we don't do them. Like I'd be like, oh, the lighting's not right, or I don't look right. I don't care. I don't have makeup on right now. So I got I just drew my brows in because those things are bald. But you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to show up perfect. People don't care about perfection. I mean, of course, beauty is a thing, but it's also not necessary every time you go on camera to be all glammed and dolled up. I just want y'all to know that, like, sometimes I struggle with that too. Because this is just designed to show you how I curl my hair and to, talk a little bit about myself. It's probably boring, but I don't care because you're still here. And I'm supposed to be on vocal rest. So I'm not trying to talk that much or that loud. Or, I'm trying to preserve my vocals. I have to sing literally in 2 days. Sometimes I like to do these pieces last. Yes?
My friends, Mikael and Jaden are supposed to be coming to get me later on, so we can go to Walmart to get stuff for our project.
Okay.
Mikael is paying for all of it.
Okay. Thanks for telling me. So, I had locks. I locked my hair, I want to say 2020. Okay, I didn't want to stop doing that curl in the middle of it because I don't interrupt my curls, man. 2021, I believe. It was 2021. Was it 20? Yeah, 2021. I locked it because I was tired of buying weave. I was trying to save money. I purchased hair a lot because, number one, it's easy to do my own hair. So I would just buy the hair and just install my sew-in or make a wig. I didn't really get into making wigs until I got locks, though, because I used to wear sew-ins, traditional sew-ins, faithfully. And I rarely wore my hair out. My go-to was always a part down the middle, curly and straight back, like pull it back into a ponytail. And that was literally all I did with my hair. And when I was on stage, I would just have a sew-in or have some braids or something. And I remember wearing braids for like months, right? And I never wanted to take them out. I'm the type of girl that switches my hair up every 2 weeks. I'm always changing my hair, right? So around this time, I was wearing the braids constantly, consistently. And I just was like, I don't want to take them out. So I'm like, what is happening? Because I'm usually, no, these got to come out in 2 days, right? 3 days. Sometimes I would braid my hair, take it out the next day. Crazy. But during this time, I did not want to. So what I did was, what I decided, I became obsessed with like the lock community, like seeing the girls grow their hair. Locks were not my favorite when I was younger. And I thought like older women wore them. They just didn't look as appealing to me as they do today. And I have a big forehead, so I like to put my baby hairs down. And when I saw that girls were doing that with their locks, I was like, oh my God, I can do this. Because I was wearing the braids and I was doing that with the braids. So I was like, if this looks good in braids, I can imagine like my hair being locked. So I locked my hair. It was quite a journey. I loved them in the beginning. Like they were so pretty. My texture was really curly. So it locked pretty fast because I was like putting the steam over it in the shower. And so I really didn't have problems with it locking. And then I colored it super fast. So that kind of helped it to lock up too. But I loved the locks. They were cute. Now the issue with the locks is that they started to get too heavy, and I would want to wear like braids over them, or sometimes I would do like these really cute twists. And I'll insert the photo so you can see. But yeah, I used to do braids over my locks. I used to do cute stuff because I started missing my hair. I started missing the versatility And I wasn't really confident in wearing them fully out while I was on stage at that moment. So I started doing like little different styles. But then I also got sick while I had these. I don't know if anybody is familiar with long COVID, the condition that people get after having COVID. Well, I was a COVID long hauler. It's going on 3 years now. But I mean, I am a whole lot better than I was when I first started having the symptoms. Anyway, I decided to cut my locks off because I had that, it's weird. I didn't feel feminine. So what I would do with my locks sometimes, I would take the little baby hairs on the edges, like for instance, like this. I would leave those out. I hated a fresh retwist because I hated the way my hair looked when it was tight. But I remember combing one out in the bag just so I could feel a curl. Like I needed to feel my hair or something. Like it was weird. Imagine having braids for the rest of your life and never being able to take them out. That's the best way I can explain what it feels like, or what it felt like to me when I had locks. And I still love locks. Like I keep going through the motions. Like I can reattach mine because I cut them off because I just felt like they had that sick energy on them, and I just wanted them. I wanted to start over fresh. Didn't really care to comb them out because I said, well, I could reattach them later if I just cut them. And I wanted I wanted to feel completely different. So I just did a big chop and I loved it. Now I may go and reinstall them because I was looking at them last night. I took them out the bag and I was like, all right, well, maybe one day I'll revisit it. But right now I am just enjoying the freedom. I have short hair now. It's curly and it's fun. It's fun to have both. I can have long hair one day. I can have short hair one day. And have that edgy look. I like edgy styles. So curls are not really my thing. Like these, I don't really care for these too much. But for stage, they look good. And I know they're gonna drop. So I kind of like a really loose, like wave look. If y'all know what I'm talking about. But yep, this is okay. This is how you know I am not used to this because I just ran out of storage. I ran out of storage on my first tick. YouTube. It's almost time for the reveal. I have nothing to do for the rest of the day, just be in the house, so. Don't know why I said that and don't know why that was important, but yeah. I'm not doing nothing. Because I literally just, like, I'll take clients throughout the week. And today is my off day. So, I'm probably going to do some Pilates. Because I've been really getting back into Pilates. And I love Pilates. I love using my own body weight. I also lift a couple days a week. I haven't been able to work out for 2 years consistently. Since I got long COVID, but I am back. All the things that I'm doing now, I have been wanting to do these things for years, and I was just like, God, make me better, please. Make me better so I could just do and show and have fun and be creative. And I'll probably talk about that one day on one of these videos, but that was the hardest thing I ever had gone through. It was a nightmare. So I'm just grateful for my health. When they say your health is your wealth, it literally is. Your health is everything. And if I could take one thing away from this world, it would be sickness. I say it all the time. It breaks my heart to know other people that are like suffering with illnesses and disease that they can't get rid of, or they're struggling and having all these crazy symptoms and like that makes me very sad. And that is why I do what I do. That's why I even feel like I wanted to originally be a nurse, but I feel like the beauty industry, like that helps people, that helps your mood, that helps lift your spirits. But the reason I got into holistic health is because I want to be able to help people without the use of meds or prescription. And don't get me wrong, I believe in all of that. I believe in science, and I'm grateful for nurses. I'm grateful for doctors, because without them, we wouldn't know what was going on in our bodies. Like, a lot of times we don't know what's happening inside. We know what we feel, but how would you know if you had a cyst or cancer or a tumor? It's like your body gives you warning signs, but to get those things diagnosed takes certain devices and machines, and I appreciate what doctors do. However, if I can heal something naturally or help somebody heal something naturally, I'm gonna go for that first. That's always gonna be my first recommendation. I stayed on Dr. Sebi's village. If y'all are familiar with Dr. Sebi, the man who healed cancer, lived in Honduras, healed cancer, he healed AIDS, he cured sickle cells, so many diseases and ailments that he was able to cure, and that was using an alkaline diet. So at a young age, when I was 19, I stayed on his village, and I was able to take advantage of everything he had on his village. The vapor waters, the waters were set at a certain pH, so a healing pH, like all of that stuff we had access to. The food, the air, just like the jungle, just being out there in that healing atmosphere was a life changer. And I'm so grateful for that, because I tie that into everything that I do today. Like, that's literally like, I eat healthy, I'm fit. I'm grateful for that, because I probably wouldn't be as health conscious as I am today. But I do remember being young, and prior to that experience, just reading labels. And I was about 15 years old when I started getting into this. I would read the labels and I'm like, okay, what is this? I can't pronounce this word. What does this mean? And my mother was a nurse, so I would ask her. I remember her swapping out, wiping out, making a switch from like white bread to wheat bread, or going from like white flour to whole wheat flour, ground beef to ground turkey. So she started making those changes when I was still in the house and I was younger. But like growing up and researching more and more into that, like Dr. Sebi even warns that wheat is poisonous. Wheat is a hybrid. Wheat is not the most purest form of wheat is spelt camus. Certain grains like that, like those ancient grains that you rarely find in your food anymore, those are the ones that we should be eating. Those are can never say this word. I'm gonna just pause for a minute. Oh. Ingenuous. Those are indigenous. See, I knew it was gonna come. Those are indigenous foods, the first foods that are around, and those are the ones we should be eating. And I hate that they have infiltrated the food industry so much that are manipulated, that is not the same. You're not getting the same amount of nutrients that you would get today in your food that you would have gotten many, many years ago. That's why so many people are sick. That's why we have vitamins, because we're not getting the proper nutrition that we should get on a day-to-day basis. So I try to incorporate certain foods or certain vitamins that I know I'm lacking into my diet every day. Even if I'm just drinking one juice and I eat like crap for the rest of the freaking day, at least I got my nutrients, right? That's like the most ignorant way of thinking. This straw, by the way, this is a anti-aging straw. Basically, my lips are not going like this. So my lips are gonna stay nice and plump. Do you believe it works? I think if you're not constantly going like this, then it helps some. But here's my hair, and I'm not gonna do anything else to it. It is a little looser on the side, and that is because I favor, well, it's starting to blend out now, but I typically am able to curl tighter with my right hand, because I'm right-handed, I guess. I didn't do anything to the top, and I won't until it's time for me to hit the stage. But let me know what you guys think, and thank you for tuning in, and I cannot wait to share my life with you. I cannot wait. Okay, here's the real test. Hi. All right, well, I will see you on another video. Bye.